Okay, folks, here's episode 4 of the Filmmaking Diaries. The thing I wanted to point out is the Filmmaking Project document. I printed this off. I think this is a good little checklist that you could use as you look at your shot list. So think about this as a sort of a checklist um, that will help you figure out where these things work. So 3 subjective shots here. 9 of the following technical skills. Now my subjective shots are going to be here. Oops. I'm going to just note these in green here. So that's one of my subjective shots. The other one is going to be this right here, POV. Those are the ones I know for sure they're from the human's perspective. I'm gonna hold the camera, and that's that, or maybe the camera will be right behind the subject. But either way, it's kind of a subjective shot. So label it like that. And then as you're looking through here, think about all the different techniques you use. And in mine, when I was doing my notes, I had a couple ideas. See if I can find this here. These technical skills: dolly shots, trucking, tracking, establishing shot. Okay, so these aren't necessarily all movement. Some of these are framing, like this is framing stuff. So this is basically every shot has something on here. I don't think this will be too hard to hit 9 of these. The trick is, though, to not use the same framing for everything. So here I have close up. All right, so that's been used. I know this shot down here, I keep going here. I have a tracking Steadicam shot that I'm planning for this one. So my suggestion is to take this document and sort of use it as a checklist as you establish your shot list. I'm planning on doing sophisticated transitions. I'm planning on doing some cross-cutting between these down here. As I can see cross-cuts. I just actually titled it cross-cuts here. I'm also going to be doing some fade in and fade out at the start and end, I think, or in the middle here before the space landing. There's going to be a fade. So you have fade to black written there. So, like I said, use this checklist. Okay, so let's talk about setting up for filming now. Okay, so I'm going to show you my phone. So if you grab an iPhone to film, and most of you said that you're going to use an iPhone. I think that almost unanimously people said I have an iPhone. So this is a great tool to film with. And I'll talk about how to do like stabilizing and things later. I'm getting dog videos sent to me. Okay, so go to your settings. And then what you want to do is you want to find your picture settings, your camera settings. And there it is, camera. Okay. And here's the format you want to set it up in. This is going to help make it easy to record and edit in the future. You want to have under camera settings, under formats, click most compatible. Click that option. That's going to make it so if you end up taking your footage and using it in a different piece of software, it'll work. If you do it in high efficiency, there's no guarantee. Sometimes it's kind of wonky. The video recording rate, my suggestion is for you to pick 1080p at 30 frames per second. This is going to look the most natural. If you have a ton of storage space and a really fast computer, 4K at 24 might look kind of cool. The 24 frames per second is what movies are framed in or filmed in. And so that gives you a more movie-like look. But I would say 1080p at 30. If you're doing slow-mo shots, I think you kind of have to pick this one. You could do 120. Actually, it would depend. But talk to me about slow-mo later if you have a question about it. I'm looking at my other options here. This might be nice to turn on automatic exposure adjustment, but that's not really the point of this video. I just really want to make sure you click on most compatible, just because I'm worried that you guys will get good footage and not be able to use it. Okay, so when we're actually filming on our day, we're going to use our shot list. And how do you keep track of your footage? It's tough when you have it just a bunch of things in your camera roll. So my suggestion is to take a piece of paper like this. Let's say we're doing shot 13. We're working on that shot. Grab a marker and just write. Right? Shot 13, the gift. You're going to set up your camera as you're doing your shot. Wherever you're doing it, if you have it on a tripod, if someone's holding it, hold up this piece of paper and get a shot of your clapboard, and that's going to help you keep track of what shot you're on. So you'll start rolling. Sorry, I put it on video. You'll start rolling. Remove the camera. Sorry, remove the clapboard, and then you begin your filming. So this way you can just look at your footage and know where it goes instead of having to watch the entire piece of film to figure out where it goes. And you'll also notice here in the camera settings, when you're shooting, I think this will focus here. Give me a second here. I think I have to drop this. Okay. You want to make sure you maintain that setting, HD 30. Remember, we selected this in the options. If you change it to 4K and the sizes don't match, it's going to be complicated. The other thing is, when you're filming, you'll also be able to sort of hide these options. You want to be consistent, but this will allow you to adjust the exposure. Yeah, that's pretty much all I want to talk about with the iPhone shooting. I'm going to do another video about shooting with the iPhone later, but feel free to leave me questions or let me know what you're wondering about, and I'll help you with that. All right, good luck. Peace.